Hi, so these are the books that I want to read in May 2020. So with everything that's going on in the world at the moment, I want to read something that just has great escapism. So I've decided to choose something by an author that I've already read before, and I know that I absolutely love their world building and their storytelling and their characters, and it's going to be a good read and hopefully a 5-star read. So I picked this one, which is A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms by George R.R. Martin. So I first read A Song of Ice and Fire back in 2014, and I really enjoyed it, and I think I've actually read the series a couple more times since then. So I'm going into this book knowing very little about it because I think it's going to be much more enjoyable that way. What I do know is that it's set 100 years before A Game of Thrones, and the Targaryens are on the Iron Throne. Also, this edition has really beautiful illustrations, so I think that's a nice touch too. Now, I also want to start reading some more classics. I haven't read one in quite a long time, and I've got quite a few on my shelves. So I've chosen 1984 by George Orwell. I've never read any of his books before, but this is definitely the one that really kind of intrigues me the most. So I think basically everybody knows the premise of this book, but if not, he wrote it in 1949, and he's imagining the future of 1984. And it's about Big Brother society. So basically, as the world is as today. So the next two books are ones I picked up from my library sale for 25p each, which is just such a bargain that I couldn't say no. So the first one I've chosen is Everything is Lies by Helen Callaghan. So this is a mystery thriller, and it's basically about your normal 20-something girl living in London, just living an ordinary life, until one day she goes home and she finds her mum dead and her dad very seriously injured in apparent murder-suicide. And this is so out of character for her family, and this is just, pretty shocking. So I just thought that sounded really interesting, so I picked that one up. So the second book that I picked up for 25p is The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. So I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but I picked this one up purely because the little girl on the little girl on the front is really cute. And also it says it's been made into a BBC TV adaptation, so I think that's gotta be good. So this is another mystery, and it's about a woman who is investigating the past of this abandoned manor house. And she's also investigating the family who once lived there. And they're meant to be quite a character, this family, meant to be quite maybe notorious. So she's digging into their history, and I just thought that sounds interesting, So that's it. That's the 4 books that I want to read this month. A couple of mystery thrillers, a classic, and an epic fantasy. If you've read any of these, let me know what you thought. Did you like them? Not so much? Let me know.